me. What up, Bearded Basement? What's up, Calves? What's up, MK? Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. Usually I can get my stream back and I can get into it. And today I couldn't get back into it. Same thing happened yesterday. And I just... I'm using my phone, but I brought my laptop here. But I don't know what's going on, man. Honestly, I thought about an idea. I have such a good idea, speaking of thrips. What's up, Rose? I saw you roll into the other one and then I was in the middle of a thought and I forgot to say hi. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. I thought my phone was just being normal. What's up, Look Up to Nature? So that's what I was saying is, even though splitting the systems is for just functionality and for being able to move around it more, it's actually going to help the water circulate a complete cycle quicker than if it were this entire thing, right? So where this may take 5 minutes to completely circulate one cycle and go through all 20 buckets, return back to the res, actually that's not how it goes. It doesn't go around in a circle. It goes up from 2 channels, right? And then back down underneath. So having it 5 buckets long instead of 10 buckets long is going to shorten that cycle by half the time. And so if my cycle right now, let's say, is 10 minutes for the water to fully circulate, once I cut it in half, it's going to take 5 minutes. So that means rather than having the pump on for 10 minutes to be able to have the thing fully circulating, I can have it on less. So I think splitting the system, it's 2.5 minutes. Exactly. I think it's regardless of whether it's going to help the physical water temperature itself. I think they're in her hair. No, I washed my hair. You need the correct equipment, better pump and chiller. So I've got a chiller on the way, Carl. Well, I haven't ordered it yet. I have 2 that I'm looking at, and depending on, I need to wait to see what I'm going to do with my system. Once I know exactly how I'm going to build it or rethink it, then I can get the appropriate chiller. The pump is a good pump. I'm just not using the system properly, and knowledge is power, right? So I kind of panicked because the pump wasn't even getting hot. It was getting warm. But then when you think about it, a lot of things get warm. Your car engine gets warm, your computer gets warm, even your phone gets warm when you're using it, right? So certain things, when they're in operation, they heat up. Now, whether they're overheating or not, or overworking, is a different question, right? Are we gonna prolong the life of the motor or whatever in the pump by running it 24/7? No. But can the pump handle it? Yes. Actually, Carl, I'm going to show the YouTube world how to run it. I'm going to do it myself. This is, you know what? I've been waiting for this, but I appreciate your offer. Thank you. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment to really, even though it's going to be a lot of work, I want to get my hands dirty and I want to do this by myself. I don't want, even though I'm getting help from the chat and you guys are, you know, offering your insights, at the end of the day, I'm going to make the final decision, and I'm gonna figure out the best way that works for me, and I'm gonna be the one to show you guys on YouTube. You ignoring the notes you took during your grow. No, I'm not. How am I doing that? What did I do to it? Oh, wait, this is speculation. You have a flow issue to back to your res. You have a reason salt is building up in your pepper system. It was really acidic, remember? So I see, it's hard to fully understand what the problem was with the pepper buckets, because the pepper buckets, I didn't add air stones right from the get-go. So the water, I mean, the air stones didn't make that big of a difference. B, only 50% of the system was hooked up, but with the same amount of water that was going into a system that had twice the amount of buckets. So they had the same amount of water and the same amount of nutrients, but half the amount of buckets versus the full amount of buckets. So it's hard to say, like, it's not like I had 10 tomato buckets and 10 pepper buckets and doing exactly the same thing and then the peppers had a problem. I was doing so many things differently for each bucket that I don't know. I do not know. Also, we talked about using bacillus too much, right? I used HydroGuard, and on top of that, I was using my beneficials, which is also bacillus. So was that causing a lot of my problems as well? So yeah, I don't think it's that I don't have, I mean, yes, of course I have, there's more equipment available. But yeah, there's a way to modify things. What's up, Yellow Skunk? Good morning. That's the same problem with some laundry product. What's the lifespan on the pump? That's a great question. I mean, I've had it for 3 years. I've been using it now. So no, I'm not ignoring the notes. I can't wait to see. I can just hear the sarcasm through the screen. You're probably laughing right now, like, can't wait to see what she comes up with. Or maybe you actually have faith in me. We'll see. I'm just saying, use the Athena flow, have some patience, clean around the system, get data. I mean, you're not wrong, Bernie. You're not wrong, but you know, I'm stubborn and I don't want to. Like, I don't know what data I'm gathering. That's the thing, is like, okay, so I fill it with water. What am I doing? I'm checking the temperature, and then what? Like, one system was only half hooked up and the other system was fully hooked up. So I don't know, like, am I leaving one half hooked up to make sure it's better now? Like, I don't really understand what data. I've already collected the data, I feel like, you know? I don't know. Maybe I think I'm missing something, and that's why I'm not seeing the value. We back, Semper. Oh my. I guess that guy really likes that number. I don't know. But I mean, didn't I just spend the last several months learning how the system works? Just in case shit hits the fan, I have some. Yeah, what's up, Wickershire? Good morning. 67. Yeah, check out the Fresh Princess After Dark. I will say you need to use a rain gutter 90 degree to the return. Okay, so I looked it up yesterday. Kate, when I look up rain gutter, it literally looks like the exact same thing that's the center column or the channel on the buckets. Isn't this a rain gutter? Like, isn't that the same thing? But you just said to use a downspout, so I can just add, can't I? Isn't there a downspout that would just fit in here and just take this out? I can even make the hole bigger on the return, right? Oops, not that. Anyways, so I guess I'm just not really understanding. Oh, fuck. Excuse my language, sorry. Like, it doesn't make the swear word better if you say excuse me after you say it. You already said it. Okay. Eloise or Els, whatever. Okay, bye-bye. We get it. 67. Be better if you said 69. Just kidding. Tell me how many buckets it took from your, what? It took from your res that you kept. What? Tell me how many buckets it took from your res that you kept ice buckets in to reach above 70 degrees. I would say halfway, the 5th bucket, around the 5th or the 6th. That's what I was just saying, was when you, here, it goes up to like 70, but then once you start to get up to here, by the time you get here, it's like 10 degrees hotter. But it only starts at the halfway point. And also, there's a lot more at play, right? I wasn't swapping out my misting nozzles. Things weren't circulating properly. The water isn't flowing the way it should. A lot more water is staying stagnant. So it's like there are so many variables that unless I recreate different scenarios and document, will I truly gather accurate data or data? What do you guys say, data or data? I don't even know how to say it. I actually used to work for a company called Data or Data. Anyways, I don't even know how to, whatever. That's speculation. Actually, no, I have videos. I got to look back, but I actually have videos going from my main res, bucket to bucket to bucket, and monitoring the temperature from each bucket. What's up, Andy man? Sorry, I didn't see you here. Oh man. Did I take notes of each bucket temp? No, but I'm pretty sure I have a video of each bucket temperature. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Good morning, Bingus. Good to see you. I am getting a chiller. I'm gonna get a chiller, and now I'm debating, do I get 2, 1 for each? I'm debating. I got to do this right this time. I told you guys I want to enjoy this run. So yeah, for those of you that just got here, we're just kind of strategizing and planning. But yeah, we'll do it with the Athena tomorrow. Right at the top of the live, we'll fill the bucket system. We're going to run it with the Athena cleanse. And then before draining it, we'll check all the temps throughout. I don't know if I'll gather accurate information because it'll only have been sitting in the system for less than an hour. Or if we want, what we can do is I'll leave the Athena in overnight and I'll let it circulate through the system. And then so tomorrow we'll fill the system, we'll let it circulate, and then I'll just leave the timers on. I'll let it run. And then on Wednesday's live, we will see the results. We will check the temperatures and we will take final notes before draining the system and washing the buckets. I feel like that's a good compromise, right? What's up, Robert's Place? Happy Monday. And Wickershire, I think I said hi, right? Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. So yeah, these are the buckets that we're just talking about splitting, and so that's what we'll do. I'll circulate the cleanse through the system. We'll fill the system on tomorrow's live, and then we'll just let it circulate, and we'll have more information to kind of gather for Wednesday's live. So the buckets aren't that bad. Like, now that I'm using these synthetic nutrients, it's really not that bad. There's salt buildup. If you're getting a chiller and all the water returns to the reservoir between cycles, it will be the reservoir temperature when it hits the plants. Right, but that's only providing the system is circulating properly, right? And that's why I'm saying I don't think it's going to be accurate. Well, maybe with the Athena cleanse it will, because it will kind of unclog whatever misters are clogged. But the water truly can't flow properly if not all misters are functioning, because then the pressure is off and each individual bucket isn't reaching that threshold to be able to drain consistently with the other buckets. Am I making sense the way I'm explaining that? Each bucket accumulates about a half an inch of water before it starts to drain and cycle back to the main reservoir. Now, if one mister isn't working, it's going to take twice the amount of time for that bucket to kind of replenish and reach that threshold to where it starts draining again. And so that's where I'm at, is half of my misters weren't even working, certain things weren't. So how can you accurately say if the system is perfectly clean and everything is working perfectly, you got no, issues with your quick connects, no pressure loss anywhere, then you can gather some like accurate data on how the system should be working, given everything is proper, or I don't know how to explain it. Do I grow carrots and onions? No, I hope to one day though. What's up, Dr. T? Good morning. Good to see you. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to first, let's get the system flowing as efficiently as possible, because that's number one. Nothing else matters. You can get a water chiller in your main reservoir, but if your misters that are targeting the roots don't work, it doesn't matter because nothing's getting watered. So we got to figure out how to get the system to flow properly, to drain properly, to recirculate properly. Then once we do that, now we can figure out, okay, is it an inline water chiller? Is it going to be in the reservoir? Are we going to share one res? Are we going to do two separate reses with two water chillers? Do I do an inline water chiller and frozen water bottles in the res? Like, there's so many ways to do it. If the pump is continuous, do I even need to worry about, doing the inline chiller? Is it going to be sufficient in the main res, especially if the system is, half the size that it originally was when I had challenges? So there's something to be said about micro changes to understand what affects what, but we're doing a whole takeover. Like, we're changing everything. And so I guess it's hard for me to wrap my head around potential roadblocks I may encounter. Send you an email to a book that will answer your questions. Misters, LOL, other systems have pipes to each other. Yeah, exactly, Bingus. We're trying to achieve perfection in our system. I'm not trying to achieve perfection, but this is so far, like, there's so many opportunities for improvement, and I'm trying to make sure that I seize every opportunity and I make things, or I optimize things, because the last few grows, I haven't been enjoying myself. It's like ignorance is bliss. My first run, I didn't know anything about anything. I had so much fun. I loved it, despite having to take things down early. But yeah, I just really want to enjoy. And so, yeah, I am overthinking it, and whatever. It's a good thing. It's unlike me to overthink about these types of things. I'm a very, a shortcut person. I'm not patient. And, we're witnessing an evolution right now. I have no choice. I have to be patient. Do I grow any squash? Serena, I haven't grown squash, but I've tried similar, like cucumbers and melons. It's tough in the tent when you don't have proper airflow or circulation. Those are susceptible to PM, powdery mildew. So I try to stay away, but yeah. Are you gonna run this system as aeroponics or as what you were? I guess as what I was, right? Because aeroponics would be no accumulated water in the bottom, but with the design of the bucket, that's challenging to achieve because there's like a lip here, so you can't, the water will always accumulate. Even if you take out the little elbow here, that kind of gets the water to drain after a certain point, it's still, that's about an inch of water. So I'm gonna run it the way I was running it before. I already did a lot better this time. So even though I still had the same problem with dissolved oxygen, my water temperatures were too high, the system wasn't circulating properly, the main change I made was the bacillus, the HydroGuard, and that alone made the world of a difference. So if I continue to implement something like that, and now I have a water chiller, and now I'm targeting the flow of the system, and you know, now air stones in every bucket as well. I'm still going to be doing that. I think it's and larger air stones, larger pump. It's yeah, it's there's so many things I'm going to be doing differently that, like, I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking about other potential issues. Are we in Walter White lab? Close to it. Size of a beach ball. It's a journey. Perfection is a series of small changes. Yeah, perfection is, I'm not trying, I know perfection is kind of unattainable, but I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to get as close to it as possible. You're doing a great job. It's a grand life. Just don't weaken. Thanks so much, Bingus. I appreciate that. And yeah, there's so much more to look forward to. I actually think that I kind of, in one of my shorts that I posted about the situation, I think people may have misconstrued that I'm quitting. I'm not quitting at all. I'm itching to start growing again. I'm just feeling, well, we're not going to talk about feeling sad anymore, but it's just challenging living life without plants, when plants are really the only thing that brings you joy. So that, you know, it's like the only, not the only thing that makes you happy in life, but like one of the biggest things that helps you cope and that makes you feel, gives you purpose. And it's just so many things, right? And now it's gone. It's like, do I really have to wait 45 days? And then when you guys are talking about collecting data and like, you know, all these things, I get overwhelmed. And then I'm like, oh God, it's gonna be 90 days before we start growing. Can I live that long without plants? Man, gonna have to like go outside and lay on the grass or something. I don't know. Where are the plants? Barbed wire, where have you been? I'm just kidding. The plants are gone. We're gonna reset the garden, and we're gonna pivot. Each problem you are outlining right now on your live, like proper air circulation in your tent, you should be trying to correct. 1,000,000%. That's why before we do anything, so the goal is to get everything out of the tent. And as we scrub with bleach and water every single day for the next 45 days, this empty tent, we're going to get it to the bare bones, like even the inline, all these things, the lights, everything's coming down by tomorrow. Even though I'm like working to do all these things and I'm talking about it, once the tent is empty, now it's just kind of like we regroup and we stop and we observe everything. So airflow is one of the biggest things I need to change, but I can't necessarily consider, it's like one of those things where like what came first, the chicken or the egg, is like, you know, do I target the airflow if I don't even know, or do I focus on airflow when I don't even know where my systems are going yet? Like that doesn't make sense, right? I gotta know, are my systems gonna go in the middle of the room? Am I gonna have, you know, one on either side? Like, how am I mapping this out will determine where my fan placement is. The only thing I can tell you for certain is that I'm going to invert the way I'm doing my exhaust and intake, because I have access to outdoor, and that's where my intake is. So that can be a little bit dangerous. We don't want that. That is the point of a reset. 1,000,000%. I grow zucchini squash and can 'em pickled. Oh, yum. That sounds great, Blackened. What's up, Budzilla? Sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Living soil in there within a year. Oh, not for me. I have soil outside. Like I grow in soil outside, and then in here I'll do the aeroponics or hydroponics, or try some, maybe, you know, maybe we'll try something else too, right? We're gonna do a little bit more cocoa this run. I'm gonna do indeterminate tomatoes in cocoa, and I'm also going to do obviously cannabis in cocoa. We're gonna do a few more plants than we had the last time. What's up, Green Oracle? Good morning. Next time I see you in the other place that I see you, I will describe a scenario. Oh, thank you for that, Hash. By proxy, I guess, since it's not for me, it's for Bernie. It's probably because I can't digest the things that I can't. Sometimes things are just on a higher, things are explained to me on a higher level where I have a specific way of understanding things and it takes me time. So if you can do that, that'd be great. Cheers. Pulling down over 1,000 seeds in a half acre of off-grid property. Oh my gosh, Wickershire. What's up, Yamiseta? Good morning. Happy Monday. And thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, Bingus. Knowledge is power unless you ignore it. And you know what, Mia? That's what I always say. Well, I always say knowledge is power. And, you know, up until now, a lot of the time I ignore a lot of things because it takes me a little longer to understand certain things. It feels too difficult. It feels like it's too much work. And so it's easier. Ignorance is a little bit of bliss, you know, but now if I told you guys, if I go back, oh my God, I see something flying around. We get sticky traps in here, more of them. Completely understand how you feel because my tents are beyond therapeutic for me. Oh yeah, it's honestly, I don't want to, you know, the last week I rewatched my lives and I'm like, dude, you got to snap out of it, man. You can't, like, first world problems, right? Don't be like that. You can watch us in a few months produce and be totally jelly. Can't wait, Wickershire. There's not much that's... Oh, thank you so much, Bingus. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? It's all... Have a great day. You as well. It's always... the rooster came first, right, calves? No, it's good to... You can allow yourself to be sad about certain things, but gotta bounce back because the universe can feel your energy, right? If you're gonna be all moping around, then you're not going to get the motivation. But if you try to have the approach of like, I'm going to take control, other things will fall into place. So that's what I'm trying to do. Take notes. And didn't say right now, come up with a plan. Yeah, always. Everything has to be like written down on paper. We're going to make sure everything is going to be perfect. That's why I want to get the tent completely empty because, you know, once everything's at the bare bones, then we can look at, okay, where are the systems going? What are they going to look like? And where are they going? And also what will determine that is what are you growing in them, right? Everything needs airflow, so nothing is going to go against the wall, but what are you growing? That might determine the orientation of the systems. So there's a lot that goes into it, and we kind of have to compartmentalize, but then tie it all in at the end, right? Does your new layout accommodate what you're growing? Does your airflow accommodate the new positioning of your systems? Do you need to adjust the lights? Do we need to change where the towers go now? There's so much. You've been doing what you want for a long time. If you're happy with those results, keep going. Nope, that's why I'm changing everything up. You think I want to do all this work? Well, now I do because I want a different result. Like I said, I want to enjoy this run. And what I mean when I say that is I want my results to improve. I want the results to be better. Positive results and as close to perfection as I can get is enjoyment for me. That's the enjoyment. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe I should use the word I want to be successful this run. And what success means to me is healthy plants, good root system, proper circulating system, good temperatures, all the numbers are on point, everything is dialed the F in. Like, that's what I want. And I haven't been doing that. So that's what I want to achieve. So I don't want the same result, which is why We're taking this as a blessing. It's honestly, I feel like I'm connected to the universe. And it's just like the universe is saying, we gave you thrips so that you can get out of your own way and rethink the grow tent. I feel bad. Maybe that 67 dude was yeah, maybe. What's up, Wassman? Good morning. Wait. How did the rooster come without an egg? Did he just spawn? Yeah, immaculate conception. I don't know. Timing is everything. Yes, it is. Sexy tomato. It's stuff like that that's gonna get all the weirdos here, Wickershire, talking about sexy tomatoes. You have a timeline. Rushing it doesn't help. Digest the info and make it. Really? You guys feel like I'm rushing the timeline? First I said 30 days, and then I said, you know what? I feel better waiting 45 days. And then even yesterday I said, it's probably even going to take longer than that. So I actually gotta respectfully disagree there. I really don't think I'm trying to rush it. I think my irrational, emotional side wants plants, but I can be reasonable and realize like, hey, take a little bit more time so that you can enjoy it a lot more later. Beefsteak tomatoes, yeah. Egg is last, it's an evolution thing. Yeah, maybe. Bernie is right to say slow down a bit. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty slow. The only reason I'm not speeding up to get the tent back going, I'm hurrying because there's something still flying around in here. If that just flew out into my basement and now I got a bag of soil in my basement, now I'm screwed because now I'm fighting thrips for even longer. So they're two separate issues, right? I'm aware that I have to take my time with the tent and make sure that we do things properly this time and really think things through. I'm aware of that. But the rushing, that's because I don't want bugs in my freaking house. Bugs gross me out. I don't like bugs. I don't want thrips in my house. I don't want thrips around me. And so that is why I'm rushing. The sooner I can start bleaching the F out of this tent and cleaning the F out of my basement, the sooner I'll be able to sleep at night. Then I can enjoy the planning process. Right now, I'm focused on thrips, and I got a war right now. I gotta go to war with the thrips. Oh my gosh, Doyle, I'm not worthy of that compliment, but thank you so much. Yeah, exactly, Mike. It's never perfect. Roosters don't even lay eggs. She makes me want to make my own plant videos. You know what, Budzilla? You don't even need to talk. Just show your plants with the camera. Nowadays, you can get AI to do the talking for you. If you say this is going to be very hard and difficult, the universe will say, exactly. I'm looking at it as the universe gave you a gift. Don't be an idiot and complain about it. Take the freaking gift. Take it. You know, Father Fresh always told me, when somebody offers you something, take it. And that goes for the universe. Like when the universe offers you something, you take it. Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs. And I'm looking at this from a higher perspective, if you will. Yeah, right, Mia? That is an awesome manifestation. What's up, Big Nug? Good to see you. The universe doesn't have a plan, good or bad. It just gives you what you ask for. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess everyone has their own relationship with the universe. For me, I believe the universe has already decided what's going to happen based on your attitude. And maybe it's just 5 minutes ahead of you. But the universe already knows, whether it's a day before, a lifetime before. I feel like things are meant to happen based on your attitudes, if that makes sense. I don't know. Everyone has their own relationship with the universe, but I believe in the power of positive thinking. That's why I always try to be positive on here. You know, I do my best to focus on the good things. Like I said, when I can't grow in my 20 by 10 grow tent for blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, you know, think, you have to put things into perspective. I'm healthy. All my loved ones are healthy. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You should make a t-shirt that says thrips happen. That's great. That's actually a great idea. I will. Nobody's going to want to wear that though, because most people have too much ego to admit that they have thrips, you know? Understand animals do have. You can't clean the tent now. Why? Because I have to get everything off the floor so that I can take the trays out. The trays are the worst part. There's shit under the trays. So I've never removed this tray, and I've had plants growing on these buckets, and look at that. What a, like, I gotta get in there. I gotta see what's in there, right? And so because of these posts here in the way, I can't just wheel these buckets out of here. I gotta take them apart, take the column out, and then I can wheel the frame out. Because the buckets are, the lines are, anyways, everything is built around the post, right? This was done for the trellis. This is gonna come out. This is not like a support post for the tent. So this has to come out anyways, but same with this. So yeah, there's just a bunch of shit I gotta do. So yeah, I would like to, again, I don't want to be, there's no point in like bleaching and disinfecting the tent when you got a bunch of leaves and garbage and whatever the heck is in there. I don't even know what's in there. So these trays have to come out, and I can't get them out until I get these buckets out. So this one I can take out, I can wash, but if there's still leaf matter or anything anywhere and there's still a thrip in here, it doesn't matter if I'm bleaching over there, because I'm going to get something over there, if that makes sense. I just showed my daughter your tent and she said that's not a tent, it's a house. Your mind is your worst enemy at times. Just breathe. Some days better, some are worse. Count your blessings so you don't live in a curse. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Yeah, I have sticky traps up. What are you going to do if you get thrips outside? Outside, like outdoor, or outside the grow tent? Because there is a chance that they are outside the grow tent, and that's why I'm overwhelmed, because like I said yesterday, this isn't just cleaning my tent, this is cleaning the entire basement. We're gonna get an O3 machine or whatever. Is always the same. Smoke some weed and watch some cartoons. Love it. What's up, Ismail? Did you have a major infestation of thrips or just a few plants? Every single plant was affected, Galaxy. It was a major. It was, I think it was early stages, because my sticky traps, I only had a few flying around. But actually, never mind, because in that video I rewatched it and I'm like, maybe those are thrips flying around. I don't freaking know. What's up, Storms? Happy Monday. And what's up, Inu? Good morning. The universe feeds on your positive and negative feelings, thoughts. Always try to stay on the positive side of the universe to guide your path. 1,000,000%, MK. What's up, Pitt's Place? Place dish soap and vinegar. Yeah, so I've done that. That works for fruit flies and stuff. I don't think that works for thrips, unfortunately. Big Bug is your friend, Nug. What's up, Big Nug? Blue Ridge. What tent is that? It's just a no-name grow tent. You have a bunch of work ahead. Galaxy, I know. It's okay. You think you guys aren't going to be with me for the work? I'm going to take you guys with me. If I have to suffer, you guys got to suffer too. For sure, storms. It already has passed. We're good now. We're gonna rebuild. The bucket's got wheels. Right, but they're too long. They can't be wheeled out because the pole is in the way, right? So the way it was built, you can't, like, I can't wheel it out because this is in the way and there isn't enough room. So even if I pull the system all the way to the back wall, I can't wheel it. And also, it doesn't make sense. If the system's like, you have, everything has to get out and be cleaned, and then I have to clean under the trays last, because if I clean under the trays and I take everything out, why would I dirty the floor under the tray and put these systems back over it? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. And so, yeah, the idea is for the whole tent to be empty so that you can just take the trays out, clean the trays separate, like somewhere else, and then clean underneath, scrub with bleach, then get the trays back in, and then just spray every single day. And then when you're ready to get the systems back in, then you get them back in one by one and whatever. That's kind of my vision behind it. Again, I have a weird way of thinking, so maybe I'm missing something and there's an easier way. And if I'm missing something, please tell me, because I don't want to do extra work. What's up, Supernova? Reason I have kids is so when I walk down a dark hallway, I love your honesty, Wickershire. Storms, is it your birthday today? If it is, happy birthday. I missed how bad it was. One day one had plants, the next day it was none. I know, Galaxy, me too. But you know what? It's a decision you have to make, and it's not an easy one sometimes, but it's the right one. You know, there were a lot of people telling me, oh, you didn't have to throw it out, you didn't have to throw it out, but they're not here in my garden. They didn't see how bad it was. It was bad. It's one of those things that's like a losing battle. And it's like, if I'm aware that it's a losing battle, why am I going to try anyways? Like I said, my energy is better used towards rebuilding, because again, we don't want the same results. I want completely different results than what I've been achieving. While I enjoy my plants and I enjoy my garden, imagine enjoying it even more. Like, there's a world where it's like so much better than it's been, and I want to get there. Don't use bugs indoors against bugs. Yeah, I understand why people suggest ladybugs and things like that. It's just, you do what works for you. For me, I don't want, like, I already have bugs in my house. Now I don't want more bugs, you know. How do you get rid of the ladybugs in the house? Add more bugs in the circle. Yeah, then you get wasps, and then you got thrips, wasps, ladybugs. It's like a whole ecosystem, and they all take care of each other, but somehow they're all still alive. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Budzilla. I appreciate it. That's very kind. When you're putting that much into a grow, ladybugs will be the least of your worries. If you build it, they will grow. Right, Supernova? That's what I say on these lives all the time. I say it to myself. I said it to myself, is this worthy of being on a live? Like, or, you know, or like when I started these lives, I was like, is anybody gonna watch? Is this gonna be good? But it's so true. Like, if you build it, they will come. And you guys are all here. Cleaning with dish soap is a greenhouse no-no. Which is why I'm sure Hash is suggesting to use the cleanse first. Is that one solid floor tray or 4 or 5? It's two 5x20 trays. So I have to remove, it's just 2 trays. I'll show you guys. My phone's actually gonna die, so I can't stay on too much longer. I forgot to bring my charger. Actually, let me go get my charger quick. Hang on. vacuum around them. Yeah, I can, but it's not good enough. It's been like that for so long. Like in 3 years I haven't lifted the trays. That's not good. I'll show you guys in a minute because they're really long and the system's like right in the way. What's up, everybody? And anybody I missed, I'm sorry. This is a grow tent. It's not a greenhouse. We're actually rebuilding. I had vertical grow towers. I had plants, but we had a bug infestation. Had to get rid of everything because it was time anyways. And we're going to rethink things and strategize. But yeah, this is one entire tray all the way there. It ends here, right? It's 2 trays. That's another one here. So if you guys just want to hang on 1 second... Stop using Dawn dish soap. Okay. Is that bad? Putting ladybugs indoors, you'd have better results just setting your money on fire. I mean, we don't want that. We don't want that. What's up, Habitual? Happy Monday. I like praying mantis in the grow room. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want bugs. Athena IPM spray. Okay, so the reason why I put the IPM question... Okay, wait. Hang on. Let me go get my phone charger so that I can stay a little longer. 1 second. I'll just put you guys here for 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, the reason why I put the question on the giveaway short as IPM, which, by the way, don't forget to go enter the giveaway, everybody, because I want to know what everyone's using, and so many people use Athena IPM, and so I think that's going to be one of the things. So I didn't know that optic foliar overgrow is considered IPM, because I was using that too. I was alternating that with the H2O tube. All right, whew, it's that 10% battery. I just don't charge I'm the worst with my phone. Sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. David, I only started this 3 years ago, or almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in July, and I just started with this. I didn't even have houseplants. I didn't have anything. I just started with, I don't know, hydroponics, aeroponics. Thanks, Cavs. Appreciate it. It's plant-free. I know, BJ, I know. You could easily take those trays out with the systems. But what I'm trying to say is I don't want to. Like, I don't want to put the dirty systems on the clean floor. I don't want anything on the clean floor, period. I want before I do anything, I want the trays back in, because look at what I did to the trays. Some of the, like, they're getting black. Some of the, I don't know if it's like the salts or something from the nutrients, and then when I'm dragging things or carrying things, I'm ruining the mylar, and I want to preserve at least the actual floor of the tent. And so I don't want anything, if I can help it, on the trays. What's up, Alvin? I was in the first stream and it wasn't loading. Then I saw yeah, I don't know what happened. My stream crashed. Live in an 1800s schoolhouse, burn wood for heat. The potbelly still grow in the basement. Have to stay on top of things. Preventative firewood always has pests. Oh, true. Yeah, it's a good point. Clean the room top to bottom with bleach. Yep. It's all a lie. She's packed up and being brought back to Earth from the space. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. I've heard soaking things and... What's up, Inu? Good to see you. Sorry. I'm gonna go vape and try to look cool. I know, it's so empty. Extremely costly in Canada, yeah. What's up, Farm Canna? So I actually got a bunch of Lost Coast plant therapy, so we're good. You have a lot of rules for someone who breaks all the important ones. Why? What's the most important rule? Or what rules did I break? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Alvin. I feel like that is like, I don't know, I don't want like anything fabric-y or like, I know it's kind of rubbery, but it's got, I don't know, I'm weird. Oh, the trays, sorry. Sorry, I forgot. Sometimes I talk about so many things that I forgot what I said 30 seconds ago. Sorry. Whatever. I'm gonna try to follow better protocols. Oh my God. Have a great day, Budzilla. Matt Leaf, check out the Fresh Princess After Dark. That's the other channel. What's up, Only Bitter? Have a great day. Yes, calves, exactly. And I think that's kind of also what Rose was talking about, right? Start writing down schedules for things, your processes, procedures, what you're going to do, what day you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. There's a lot of things involved to make sure we're successful. How much work did you get done today? None. Which is fine because, again, after the live, I'm going to take the fans down and I can already take this tray out and I can start cleaning that. By tomorrow, the tent will be empty. So my goal was for Tuesday, but now that we have to collect data or whatever, it's going to happen Wednesday. So by Wednesday, I can take the buckets out, which takes like 5 minutes to physically just take out of the tent. Well, not 5 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes of work. And then, yeah, by Thursday, I start wiping down. Yeah, oh, the cleaning, yeah, that is like, I have to, so I finished washing the tower yesterday. I'm gonna give the other towers like a wipe down. I'm not gonna take them completely apart, but yeah, so cleaning the systems and all that stuff, I have time because like I said, once everything's out of the tent, now it's just a waiting game, right? I'm waiting for, I'm gonna wipe down every single day in here with a bleach water solution for 30 days or whatever. And what? Then after you clean your system, can take it down and re-clean your 45. What? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, you think I got nothing better to do? I'm going to, no. We're gonna run the system with cleanse. We're gonna take it out of the tent. Then I start wiping down the grow tent. Wiping down the grow tent is gonna be what? Half an hour a day? Half an hour, 40 minutes a day, because I gotta wipe every nook and cranny. And then between those days, like, so what are we going to do for the rest of the time, right? I'm going to wash the buckets. I have to clean all the ducts. I have to take the exhaust down. I have to take the intake down. There's things that individual components, like we got a lot of washing to do. We've got about a week worth of washing to do, which can happen after, during the 45-day wipe down. So that's the thing, is like we got to do like at least 30 days of wiping with bleach and water every single day, or spraying in this grow tent. That's just what needs to happen. I am not gonna take 25 days, okay? Yesterday we had Chonky Nugs in the chat, and he said 45 days from yesterday was May 4th. My goal is to May 7th. May 7th is a day that I want to do it on. Bring the systems back into the grow tent. I'm not even starting seeds. Like, I've had people tell me, oh, you can start seeds now. Like, no, I am not starting seeds. I am not doing anything. Like, I know I talk about being impatient, and I know I talk about missing my plants, but don't get it twisted. I know we got to take our time with this. So I in fact think I'm going to take longer than 45 days, because it was a running joke. Last reset, I didn't even have pests, and it took me 28 days to reset the grow tent, right? It was like a running joke. I heard from a friend, if you want her to be here at 11, you tell her. Actually, in real time, I'm always on time. Like in real life, if I have to meet somebody, I'm early. I overthink everything. I have anxiety about being late. I'm a people pleaser. But what happens with the stream is I put pressure on myself, and I'm like, no, you got to be on time. You got to this and you got to that. And then it changes the vibe, right? The stream has to be fun. And YouTube, I don't want social media to be stressful. And so I actually give myself, like I'm able to give myself a pass for that part of my life, to be late if I have to, because it's not that you guys come second. Like, now we've developed a community, we've all developed a relationship, that I don't want to be rude and be late to a live stream or anything like that. It's more of, I give myself the space to, like, it's okay if you're 5 minutes late. It's no big deal, man. It's just a YouTube live stream. Have fun with it. Thrips are attracted to color and diseased plants. Yeah. Seeds need 60 days before it goes into the system. You know what, Rose? I know, but I have a bad habit of getting ahead of myself. And like I said, I am going to be extremely intentional this run. I need to do it right. So until I know exactly what my systems look like, where everything's going to be going, what's growing in where, especially because now I'm going to be doing some stuff in cocoa, it's just like imperative that everything gets planned exactly, and then I execute. I can't do anything until I know everything. I noticed about myself, or I've learned about myself a lot this run. I'm like, oh, I'll figure that out later. Oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And like, with this kind of shit, you can't do that. You got to know now what you're up against, because there's certain things that you may not realize, and it's going to bite you later. Pest prevention with higher Brix levels in the plant. Basically, very healthy plants repel pests, from what it seems like. Alvin, yeah, I've seen so many things on that. I don't doubt that at all. And I know that healthy plants make the world of a difference. And that was the first place I went wrong, is from the get-go. Not all of my plants were healthy. And that's just the reality of my garden. My plants have never been, I've had a run where my plants are doing well because they're taking what they can get and they're looking so much better than they were, but I don't think I've ever really had like, you know, overall like healthy plants. Sometimes I've had a few that look pretty good, but if you're not having fun, what's the point? Exactly. As we were planning for a salad with tomatoes and peppers for Christmas or Thanksgiving. You know what? I hope not. I hope if I optimize things, it won't be that long. You know, if I'm starting seeds the last week of April, and I get them in the systems by second week of May, I should be seeing some stuff by July. I think end of July. If things are optimized and everything works the way it's supposed to, it shouldn't take this long. There was something wrong this entire run. I had like, this just did not go well. This was the universe being like, you sure you don't want to change things around? Some things like fungus gnats, bleach will not kill, only bleaches it. Oh, vinegar is a disinfectant that will, but do not mix them. You create an acid. Okay, thank you for that information, Wassman. And you know what? I know that because I've done it before. And I was like, what's that smoke? So what did I do? I mixed two things. One was an acid and one was like, anyways, yeah. It's a little chemistry class at TFP's house. If I was normal, I'd be behind a desk hating my job, pushing papers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that, Wickershire. Do people use synthetic nutrients or does everyone like to do organic? I personally use synthetic this run. If you know how things are going to bite you later, why are you so hard to convince? I don't know. Some people say it's because I'm a Capricorn. Others say it's because I'm a woman. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Matt. I did not start off strong with IPM. You know, it was really Bernie was like, dude, you got to do something. And I'm like, oh, is that what you're supposed to do in an indoor garden? So, yeah. No plants in there for them to seek shelter right now, so they are climbing into any crevices they can find right now. Removing their habitat forces them to relocate. Yeah. Yeah. J-Man. I don't know if you said that before I responded to the comment, but that's funny because agreed. Honestly, I consider myself pretty open-minded, but like organic soil grows. Nematodes or nematodes. That's another thing I don't know how to pronounce. I need to do a video of how to pronounce all the grow lingo. Kill off fungus gnats. Gnats feed the soil. Let the soil feed the plants. I couldn't get rid of thrips from a 2x2. This is a dank mare. Yeah, I know. My advice is change from general hydro. Almost everything is better. You know what? That's the one thing I might not change. Now that I know how to use it, that's the one thing I actually might stay with. I still have it. I gotta finish it anyways. I'd hotbox the whole thing while scrubbing. Yeah, see, Athena IPM, a lot of people are suggesting that. So definitely gonna look into that. So listen, I will tell you guys, 3 years ago, I had thrips. I had thrips bad. If you guys thought that what you saw under the scope here was bad, this was bad. My peppers were like imploding. Believe it or not, healthy plant is the best IPM. I believe it. My peppers were like imploding. It was disgusting. They were eating they were everywhere. They were like falling on me. It was disgusting. It was so bad. Ugh. Even just the thought of it. Maybe I could find some old videos. Oh my God, it was horrible, you guys. Absolutely disgusting. And I got rid of everything, and I had more plants than I had now, but it was my first run. I was like 5 months in, and you know, yeah. I just remembered I forgot to do something. So yeah, I got rid of everything, and I took like a 3-month break, and I bleached the tent every single day, like every single crevice, every single day for pretty much almost a month. And then I took a break for a couple months, and I managed to get rid of them. Like I managed to get rid of everything. So that approach worked for me in the past. Obviously there's other things you can do. Yeah, I spray nothing outside. I have lemongrass. See, outside I don't really spray anything. If I have to, I use Lost Coast, but that doesn't have my problem outside. My garden is really good outside. I usually don't have issues. The only issues I have are earwigs, and they're not that bad. They just eat the leaves, but they don't ruin the actual flowers. And then I have the Japanese beetles. Those are bad, and those I have a hard time with, but I flick them off the plant. And because I spend so much time in my outdoor garden in the summer, it's like, I'm like security, Japanese beetle security, just flicking them all off. No, I don't use it really to help with pests. I've used it to, what did I use it for? I think I was getting something on my plants. Like, I think I noticed a little bit of like black spot on my lower leaves or something. So I picked them off, and then I gave him a good Lost Coast spray. I don't know, something in my outdoor garden, but I don't use it to get rid of pests. And also I don't have problems with pests in my outdoor garden. I really don't. Like I said, earwigs, which big deal, like they're not that bad. They don't carry anything else. And then Japanese beetles, which they do ruin my flowers, but they're easy to flick off, and they just keep coming back out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, it's my neighbor's tree, but because they all go in the indoor garden. Yeah, facts. At some point, someone in chat from a third world country will sweep net off her feet. Yeah. Oh my God, Wickershire, you're hilarious. But it's definitely gonna happen one day. You're so funny. I'm a Capricorn as well, and GH is garbage. That's funny. Yeah, look, I've been talking about wanting to make the switch. My long-term goal is to try something else, but I think it was, I think it was Hash that recommended, was it advanced nutrient? No, there was a nutrient line that's specific to growing like things like tomatoes versus growing cannabis. That's what I need to look at. Oh, okay. So I didn't see your comment until now, Hash. Sorry. But yeah, you've said that in the past. I forget, you recommended the name, and I actually screenshotted it, and I have it somewhere in my phone, and that's going to be my next change that I make in the grow tent. So I think I'm going to finish off what I have because I just learned how to use it, and I've gotten familiar with it, and I have it. So why not finish what I have? And then moving forward, for my future runs, I will use nutrients that's specific for growing food, right? Or I can keep my Flora series for, you know, the after dark plants that I'll be growing, and use my look into new nutrients. I mean, I have, you know, about a month and a half to 2 months to look for some new nutrients. So but I think after 30 to 40, I think at the 40-day mark, like somewhere else in my house upstairs, I can start seeds, like somewhere else, far, far away from the affected area, especially if I've been, you know, cleaning for 30 days or 40 days or whatever. GH works great in cocoa. Yeah, so maybe I do that. Like maybe I save my Flora series for my cocoa cannabis plants, and then I use a new nutrients for the other stuff I'm growing that's more geared toward those plants' needs, because maybe I'll also, maybe that's just an additional thing that will help me be more successful. So yeah, guys, I didn't really get much done today, but I feel more positive and I got to hang, so that's cool. And we also talked it out, right? Sometimes that's what these lives are about, is like I have the intention of executing something, or yeah, executing a task, and then you guys talk me off the ledge and or remind me, like bring me back to what the original plan was, because I always take things sideways, you know. I'm always like, why don't we just do it this way? So again, I'm not trying to rush things. Good things take time, and we got to make this one good. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and happy Monday. Hope everyone has a great start to their week. Tomorrow is bucket day. We cleanse and see if we can gather data. Same with Wednesday, and we'll take the buckets apart. And Thursday we wash, and the wipe down starts Thursday. The daily wipe down starts Thursday, and then the following week will be washing buckets, washing trays, washing net pots, washing foam collars, washing everything. There's so much to wash. I think I have like 7 days worth of wash. So it's gonna be TFP washing dishes all next week. Or maybe end of this week, I don't know. Yeah, Thrips 3.0. All right, everybody, have a beautiful rest of your day, and come find me tonight on the Urban Gardener Green Room, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're talking tomatoes, so that's gonna be cool. And yeah, if not, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for hanging out, and peace. Exactly. This is my timeline. Thanks, Mossman. I appreciate you. I'm just kidding. You guys have a good day. Peace, everybody.